Hey guys, so it is currently specials time and I didn't get to talk to you guys this morning because I had a meeting and that meeting ran from 7 all the way until I had to pick up the kids, actually a little bit later than when I had to pick up the kids, so they were just like waiting outside for me. But that meeting went pretty well. I was really happy with the results. And then this morning was going by pretty well, and then we had a lockdown. I'm just like everybody's okay, so I'll get that out of the way. Like, everybody's okay, but okay, let me start here. This is not my first year teaching. This is my 5th year teaching. I used to teach in Phoenix, in the Maryvale area, and I've experienced lockdowns before. I've never been scared, to say would be like the best word to use. I've never been scared. I've been like, oh, what's going on, you know? But today was the first time in my 5 years of teaching and quite a few lockdowns that I was actually scared. And it was then to find out that it wasn't even that serious. Like that's what is just like killing me right now. So we were sitting down doing a sight word game, so I had like my kids in rows. It was like two girls and then boys, and I would show them a sight word, and then if like the girl got it, whoever said the sight word first got the point. So that's what we were doing. We're all sitting there, and then I just heard, and I was sitting in a chair and they were sitting on the carpet, and I just heard over the intercom, "Teachers, hard lockdown." But the tone of voice that the assistant principal had was so panicky, and I'm not exaggerating, because every single other teacher that I've talked to was like, no, I got scared. And some of them have been teaching for like 20 years, and they're like, no, I got scared. And I think it was like her tone of voice. And I just like jumped up, I ran across my room, locked the door, and then as you guys have seen my room before, but up there, those blinds do close. Well, the furthest one's closed, and these did not close. And we have pods, so the paraprofessionals each have a pod, and I have one paraprofessional, like, she has to go through my room buddy's door to get to her room. Because my room buddy's door is the one that's connected to the pod. And she looked through the window and she was like pointing at the window, and I was like, she looked through the door window and she was pointing at the window, and I was like, I can't, it won't close. So she ran in here and we put paper up, and then we have these sleeves that go on the doors, because as you can every time I do this I get confused. Because that sleeve right there, it goes on the metal part of the door at the top, so like when they try to push it open, like it'll just like contract. And so she put that up, and I was like in full panic mode. Like, I knew all my kids were here except for one was actually doing gate testing, and she was like, did you send in your roll? So I was like, I'm doing that right now. So I sent an email and I said, all my kids are here. And then I realized, no, they're not. Like, I have one kid that is not in here. And so I emailed them back like a minute later, and I was like, no, is not in here. He was with gate testing. And I was freaking out, you guys. I don't know what happened. I honestly do think that it was the tone of voice that was used when they said hard lockdown. The tone of voice, I literally, like, I hope this never happens, but I literally thought that somebody had a gun on campus. And I was freaking out. My kids were pretty good. I mean, I tried to stay calm for them, but inside I was freaking out. And like I was saying, my kids were good for the most part, except I had one crying, which, I mean, is totally normal. Every year I've had at least one cry. And I was just like trying to console her and tell her, you know, it's okay. Like, I will protect you. Nothing is going to happen to you. Like, as long as I'm in here, I will do my best to protect you. And we were in lockdown for like 10 minutes, and then they came on the intercom and said all clear. And then that happened like at 9:30, 9:20. And then at lunch, so nobody knew what happened, and I texted my room buddy and I was like, is this like real? Real question mark, asking her if it was real. And she said she didn't know, that she heard over the radio that they were like calling the DO and things like that. And so she was also freaking out, especially because her daughter is here in preschool. And like I would freak out too if Sophia was in preschool and we had a real lockdown. And I didn't know what was going on. I would also be super scared. But then come to find out that it wasn't like super serious. It was, but pretty much a homeless guy came. I don't want to get into detail because I don't want to like get in trouble if anybody sees this. But pretty much a homeless guy came on campus and they were trying to get through, but he was stopped. But yeah, so after that, I honestly just felt emotionally drained. And I don't know if it's because I've never been scared during a lockdown. Like I've never actually been like, oh my God, something is happening, until today. So that was an interesting morning. And then we went to recess and I was still just like, and I told my room buddy, like, I am just like emotionally drained. Like I don't know. The kids kind of like snapped back in a way, like they were like, okay, it's like it was just a drill. Like they think it was just a drill. Some of them didn't even know why, like what a lockdown was, which I'm surprised because they all had to go to kindergarten, obviously. But yeah. And then I guess like when we were at lunch, we were talking about it, and that's when I don't know if I mentioned this, at lunch is when I actually found out what happened. But the academic coach was like, yeah, I like grabbed my phone to check if there was like any special instructions, like if we got texted anything. And I guess like she had like a Facebook pop-up that was already people in the community like, why is there so many cops like why is there so many police cars? So it was already on Facebook before even the teachers knew. So I'm sure there's like a ton of rumors going around right now. And I went to the office to make copies and things like that to get ready for next week, to get even more prep. It's like small group stuff for math, because I am gonna go out of town this weekend. And I don't know if you guys want to see like a vlog. I'm gonna go to Mexico to spend some time with my family. I wasn't gonna go because I wanted to go to Phoenix, but my brother is going to Mexico and I was still gonna go to Phoenix, but then I decided not to, because since they're not going, like I don't really want to go, especially be at my brother's house with both of my kids, because he does have a 2-story house and a pool, and it's just like now I have 2 that move, so I can't really, like I don't know, I don't feel safe enough to be there by myself. And the only reason I wanted to go was like because I want to go like to the mall, which again would be a hard task with both my kids and just myself. So I ended up just telling them like, okay, I'll go to Mexico, which is pretty cool because like I told you guys in my last vlog, I think I told you guys, my brother's letting me borrow his camera, so I'm going to be filming with his camera really soon. I'm going to be filming with his camera at home though. I don't really feel safe bringing it here. Like I wouldn't want anything to happen to, like I'm super careful with things. As I broke my phone yesterday, right? Or the day before. Yesterday. It was yesterday. But yeah, so I'm excited to get the camera to be able to film like some makeup tutorials or like things like that, or even just tags sitting at home with good quality. But yeah, that was pretty much my morning. And then after that, my kids haven't been the greatest. I know I've been telling you guys like, oh my God, they've been so amazing and I really am falling in love with them. Like every single day they just like amaze me more and more. But I honestly think it was the lockdown that threw them off, because it threw me off. I still don't feel the greatest. Like I just wish we could have just went home after that, because I don't know, it's emotionally draining. I think especially as a teacher, knowing that you are responsible for this 20-something kids. Like obviously I would do anything I could to keep them safe, and that's scary. That's scary to know that if somebody actually was on campus and was trying to hurt them, I obviously would protect them as best as I could. And it's scary knowing that, you know, it's not often, it's not like when you're a policeman or anything like that, but it does happen. We've all heard of, you know, Sandy Hook, Columbine, like all these school shootings, that it is scary. It's scary that we even have to prepare for that kind of stuff. And as a mom, it scares me, because if anything were to happen to me, like, I don't know, I'm gonna get emotional. Like I just think about my kids, you know, like obviously I would protect my kids. I'm probably confusing you. I would obviously protect my kids here at school, and then like, if something were to happen to me, what would happen to my kids, you know? I mean, obviously, I know they would be well taken care of, from, you know, their dad and my family and stuff like, and, you know, everybody around them, but I don't know. It just like puts things into perspective, and it is a little scary to think about. Anyways, I am so sorry. This vlog is like so such a downer. But anyways, I was talking about going to Mexico, and I don't know if you guys want to see a vlog. I might vlog. It just depends if we do anything. We don't really do anything. We just like hang out, but I love being in Mexico. I love being with my family, and my low carb diet is definitely gonna go out the window this weekend, because I'm gonna go get pan dulce, and I'm gonna enjoy Mexico, because lately I haven't been going as often. I used to go like once every month, but I haven't been going as often because it is quite a long way. It's about a little more than 5 hours for me, and with 2 toddlers, it's hair pulling crazy. Like, if they're cranky or they want to be out of their car seat and things like that, like, it's just super hard. Phoenix is not as far, so that's why I enjoy going to Phoenix. And when we go to Phoenix, we do like more things, like I'll go to the stores and things like that. And in Mexico, we just kind of hang out at home, which is fine too. Like, I like spending time with my family. But anyways, I'm totally getting off track. Before I started vlogging, I made some copies, like I said, for group center time for math. And right now I only have about 10 minutes left, because I've been talking to you guys for almost 15. Sorry I'm looking that way. I'm looking at like the time. But right now I'm gonna try to just paper clip everything that goes together and organize it the best way I can within these 10 minutes. And then after they come back, we'll just do math centers, which again, yesterday went amazing, and I really hope that they go amazing again today. I really hope they come back a little more calm from specials. And then after that, it'll just be the end of the day. I'm not sure if I'll vlog at the end of the day, just because, well, I'm telling you guys everything that happened today. And then after math centers, when my parent leaves, I read a couple chapters in the chapter book. I'm reading the Magic Treehouse series. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the Magic Treehouse series. I am on book number 2 right now. We just started it yesterday, and my kids really enjoy it. We're going through about a book a week, so they really seem to enjoy it. And so then we'll just do that after math centers, and then it'll be time to do our goodbye song and then pack up and leave. So I'm not sure if I'll talk to you guys later, because I really want to like get some work done, because I told my parents, you know, I really have so much work to do for things for September. But I told my parents, like, that's another reason why I didn't want to go. And then my dad said, you bring your stuff and just work here. Like, obviously we'll watch the kids, you know that. But it's kind of stuff that I need to be in my classroom for. I don't want to take like half a drawer in my filing cabinet to make sure that I know what I'm doing, you know. It's just work that needs to be done in here. So I'm gonna try my best to do as much as I can today after school, and then tomorrow in the morning and during prep, so then I have everything ready. And I mean, I guess oh no, I'm gonna come back on Monday. I was gonna say I could come in on Monday since there's no school, but I'll still be in Mexico. I'll come back on Monday. Morning tubs went amazing again today. My kids, one of them said, can I just get a morning tub? And I said, no, buddy, you know the rules. You have to eat breakfast and then you get a morning tub. But most of my kids ate pretty fast and were excited to do morning tubs. And then when I say clean up, they are cleaned up like quick. And I think it's because I said, if you don't clean up and we're not ready to start Spalding, you are not going to get morning tubs the next day. So that seems to be very highly motivating. I'm sure they all want to switch already, because some of them, like the ones with the puzzles, they love them. And I have a memory game and things like that. I showed you guys my math tub. Sorry guys, I got a phone call and I don't know what I was saying, but I think I was saying that morning tubs went really well, and they seem to be really motivating for them, and I'm pretty sure they want to switch tubs already. But I made it to where 4 people are at a tub, and they'll keep that tub for the whole week. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then I'll only have to change tubs every 6 weeks, which will be perfect. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this little snippet of today. I know it was kind of a Debbie Downer because of the lockdown and things like that, but I mean, this is teacher life. This is what happens. The lady that actually called me was the representative from GCU. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know that a couple weeks ago I met up with a GCU representative, or she came to our school and she was talking about the master's program, and I really want to get my master's. It's been a dream of mine since before I even received my bachelor's degree. I've always just wanted to keep going. I've always wanted to have a master's degree. So I am going to talk to her tonight at 6:30, so hopefully that goes well. I did find out a lot of information when we met face to face. I think when we talk today, we're just going to like touch base and see if anything's changed, if I like saw another program that I want to get into. But I think I'm going to keep with the one that I told her. And I don't really want to say it until I'm actually enrolled, because like I don't know if I'll change my mind before then. But I think she said we're just gonna touch base, and then after that she pretty much just sends me a mock schedule of like, okay, if you start in this cohort, you'll graduate here, if these will be your classes, things like that. And then from then on, it's pretty much up to me if I want to join or not, which I really do. Like I said, it's been a dream of mine to get my master's degree since as long as I can remember. So I really hope this goes through. I really hope I can do it. This year has definitely been a lot more stressful on me. Well, not stressful, but this year has definitely been a little bit harder for me, just because it's just a lot of adjusting, like going to a new school. Like last year I came into this district, so I was prepared to be, you know, everything to be brand new. But this year I was like finally comfortable at my school, and then we got moved, and things just run differently. So it's been a big change for me, and just trying to do everything like, you know, perfectly, which nothing will be perfect, but just trying to do the best job I can as a teacher and as a professional has been a little bit hard on me this year, and I just really hope that it gets better. School year continues and I am getting a little more ahead on my lesson plans and things like that. I feel a lot better than I did last month, or not last month because it's still August, than I did, you know, a few weeks back, because I was like, oh my god, I don't have anything ready and the kids are coming. And I'm sure a lot of people feel like that at the beginning of the year, but I don't like feeling like that. Anyways, I am gonna go because I've been talking to you guys for like 30 minutes. Literally, my prep time is about to be over. So I will talk to you guys later, and if I don't talk to you guys later, I will see you tomorrow. Bye. So I made 10 of these. Because I am going to use 5 in small group, and then the other 5 they'll be able to use at math by themselves. And as you can see, I have some that have the tens chart and then some that are just completely blank. I did also print some that have like the ones.
Attention teachers, it's duty time.
But I thought that would be kind of confusing for them, so I just left the ones that had the tens and the blank ones. And then I'm going to cut out these 120s charts, and I'm going to give one to every student, and I think I'm going to have them tape them on their desks, because I feel like if I have them keep it in a safe spot in their desk, they will lose it. So I think I'm going to tape these onto their desk, so I just got to cut those out. And my school's, I didn't tell you guys yesterday, but my school is actually focusing on Dolch sight words now. And believe it or not, a lot of my kids are in the pre-primer stage or the pre-K stage, so they can't read these sight words. So I started there, and I made flashcards for pre-K, and I made sight cards for kindergarten, because even my high kids, they don't know some of the kindergarten words, and our goal is to get through first grade. But we'll see how that goes. I've made flashcards, and I've been looking up sight word games and things like that that we can play like during transitions, or if we have a little bit of extra time, because I want to get my kids reading. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. So I was saying I have all the homework grids done for the month of September, so I just sent those to print, and I'm gonna go pick them up and just make sure I have a hard copy, and probably make a hard copy for my team lead, because she's the one that makes the actual like homework for us. Like she copies them for our whole class. Today's been alright. They took their math CFA and it went horrible. Like my kids could tell me the answer, but a lot of it they had to write, like vertices, sides. They had to write those words, and a lot of them, like I told you guys earlier, are not confident in writing and can't even write. So some of them just put letter strings, and I was walking around and asking them, what does this say? And then they would tell me, so then I would like write it down in parentheses. So that way I knew what they were trying to say when I grade it. And then I have like 5 that I need to pull back that did not finish their test. I was reading it to them, but I have 5 that like kind of freaked out, and just, I have one specifically that broke down and just like started crying, and I was trying to comfort her while giving the test, and like it was just kind of a mess. But most of them did okay. Like they knew the material. It was just the writing parts. It was hard. But yeah. Other than that, it's been alright. We are in inclement weather once again. I don't think they've had lunch recess this time since that day that I was so excited that they had recess that I vlogged. Like that was it. That was the only day that they've had lunch recess because it's been so hot. It's like 117 or something this week, which is horrible. I mean, horrible. It's super hot down here. That's why I love going home, because at home it's literally like 15 degrees cooler every time I go home. So, and I mean outside, not inside in my AC. I mean outside. But anyways, I also spent a lot of my prep time filling out a behavior log for one of my students. He is a repeat offender. Like, it's just an ongoing thing. He lost specials because he can't keep his hands to himself and things like that. So yeah, I just had to like log it all, and I'm just trying to keep track of everything. But it's gotten to the point where I cannot write every single thing down that he does, because it's literally ongoing all day. Like I have to stop or be talking and trying to teach while I'm trying to write something down, and I don't know. It's just like I try my best to do it, but it's not kept up as much as I could keep it up, although it's already like 4 pages long and we haven't even been in school a month yet, just to give you an idea. But I don't know. I'm just trying my best to work with him. I'm gonna put him on a behavior plan, like a more specific behavior plan. Like have him just, if you can get through breakfast, you get a sticker. If you can get through OPR, you get a sticker. If you get through WPR, you get a sticker. Like literally, I'm gonna have to segment my day for like every like 30 minutes, which will be interesting. I've never had to do this for a student. Like I've had kids that were naughty and things like that that didn't behave, but it was never this excessive to where I had to put them on their own like special behavior plan. I've had like blurt strips and things like that that were manageable. Like I could just be teaching and walking around and hand them a blurt strip, but nothing that I would have to go after every single lesson that I teach and go and like meet with them and things like that. So that'll be an adjustment for me, but part of my job, so I'll do it. I'm super tired today, and I honestly don't know why, because last night I got the most sleep I've gotten in probably a week and a half. Like I went to sleep at like 9 o'clock, and I mean I did wake up a few times at night because my kids were up. They still don't sleep through the night. So I am so jealous of parents that have like 6 or 7 month old that sleep through the night, because neither of my kids sleep through the night, and they are 1 and 2. So I don't know. So I haven't gotten a full night's sleep since I was pregnant with Sophia, and even before then, because while I was pregnant I would always wake up because I was so uncomfortable. And she's gonna be 3 in March, so I think I'm close to 4 years of not having decent sleep. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. Anyway, so last night I slept more than usual, and I woke up okay, but then as the day has been going on, I've been getting so tired, and I was just like, what the heck? Like, I guess my body's just not used to it. Especially this week, one of the days I went to sleep I think it was Tuesday night. I went to sleep at like 11:30 because I was up editing a vlog. The vlog that went up before this one, I'll link it down below. I was up editing that, and then I took a shower after that, and then by that time it was like 11:30, and I got up at 5. Yeah, it was, I think even before 5, because my kids, the last time Isaiah wakes up is like 4:30, and then I pretty much don't fall back asleep. I just kind of lay there till my alarm goes off. But anyways, I have a little bit of time left, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try to clean up my room a little bit. I will be in here tomorrow for PD, and I'm hoping they'll give us time to do things in our room, because I really wanted to lesson plan during this time today. But like I said, I had to deal with the behavior, and then I had to like be running back and forth from the office to my room to be like filling out the paperwork and going and turning it in. And as you guys know, my room is pretty far from the office, so that just takes a long, and I walk fast, and it just like, it's just a waste of time walking over there. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just let you guys go and try to do some things. I don't think I'll talk to you guys later because like I said, I'm gonna try to do some things, and I have an appointment with a GCU person today at 4. It got changed because I was supposed to do it yesterday at 6:30, but when she called me, my kids were having a meltdown pretty much. Like, they were crying, and she was like, is this still a good time? And I was like, not really, can we reschedule? And she was like, yeah, can we do 7? So then I said, yeah, 7's fine. And then so which would have been like half an hour later. But then by that time, she texted me and she said that she wanted to reschedule for today. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So she's supposed to call me at 4 today, so I'll still be here at school. I'm just gonna, after school, I'm just gonna like organize some things, try to get some of my lesson plans done, and then just wait to talk to her. But yesterday I didn't talk to you guys after school because I told you guys I wanted to lesson plan and get things ready for this weekend, and that didn't happen because the fire alarm kept going off. It went off 3 times in like a span of 20 minutes, and I was just like, I'm done, like, I'm leaving. I don't need. Then when I was leaving, the fire department was here. They were like trying to fix it. I think it was like a short circuit or something because they were like in the electrical box. So I don't know. So I just left and I didn't get anything done yesterday after school. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later or tomorrow. Hey guys, so I just wanted, yes, I got stuff on my shirt at lunch, like, of course. Let me put my hair up real quick. I did put a sticky note on my school logo. It's the end of the day, if I haven't said that. But I did want to show you guys some stuff real quick. My room buddy was amazing. You know, she's just amazing. She went to Target and she actually bought me quite a bit of stuff. I guess the stuff at Target for back to school in the dollar spot is 70% off, so she got a lot of this stuff for 30 cents. So she got me those things that you can put on, these things that you can put on the windows. It says don't give up. This one says don't give up, which is what I have up on my window right now. She got me crayons and welcome to our classroom. She also got me some stuff that I'm definitely gonna use for some math centers. So she got the number sequence puzzle, a letter matching that I'm gonna use with like my lower kids in small group, number matching, which I'm also gonna use with my lower kids in small group. Let's see. She also got me rhyming cards, so again, I'll use these in small group. This counting activity, and she said she got all this for 30 cents each, so that was pretty good. Opposite puzzle cards, so antonyms, so I'll definitely be using those when we get into that. And she knows that I love Dr. Seuss, so she got me this bag. It says, oh, the places you'll go, and it's filled with Dr. Seuss stuff. She is seriously amazing. Like, I better get her a good gift. She got me some erasers, Dr. Seuss erasers. Aren't they so cute? And these I'll probably put in my treasure box. She got me, oh, these are adorable. Look at that. And the back was Cat in the Hat. 1 fish, 2 fish. Even more erasers. These are so adorable. All these say, all the places you'll go. Kid, you'll move mountains. Things like that. So adorable. And I remember that I think I vlogged, like my very first vlog, I said that I had seen on a Facebook group that a bunch of Dr. Seuss stuff was there, and when I went to my Target, there wasn't any, and they told me there wouldn't be any till March. And then she actually told me a couple weeks ago, oh, the Dr. Seuss stuff is up. So I was gonna go, but then I never ended up going, and now it's on clearance, so they only had it up for a couple weeks. And then she got me bookmarks, the cat in the hat, and then I think on the back it has Horn Here's a Who. She got flashcards for me, so letter flashcards, 2 sets of those. Dr. Seuss pencils. These sparkle paper cutouts, which I'm not sure what I'll use these for, but I'll definitely use them. Maybe for like awards. She got me 3 of these. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, as you can see, I obviously hadn't opened the bag. She gave it to me this morning, and I kind of looked through it, but it was like when the kids were already in here. So I just grabbed it, and I was like, and I like quickly glanced, and I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. But I hadn't like gotten to see what was inside this bag. She got me more of the paper cutouts, and I am super excited about these. I didn't know there was sticker books there. She got me sticker books that are all Dr. Seuss. So how cute. She got me 2 of those. They're 2 different ones. She got me she got me some wearable paper hats. These will be cute for them to take pictures in, like on Read Across America Day. And oh my gosh, I don't know. I love it all, but these will definitely be going up soon. I do want to make another bulletin board just because I feel like I don't have enough stuff up in my classroom. So she got me 3 of these. So thank you so much. These are so cute. And those are just borders. And she also got me these 2 posters. And I actually do not have these. I know you guys have seen the one I have by the door. It says, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. And then I have one by the other door. And I have that one over there by the books that just is something about reading. So she got me these that says, oh, this is actually the one that I have up there, but it's sideways. It says, the more that you read, the more things you'll know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. So it's pretty much the same one I have over there, but that one is going up and down. This one's sideways. Then on the back it says, think left and think right, think low and think high. And then I can't read what's on the bottom. So I'm definitely going to use the bottom of this. And then, oh, this is the one that I have up by my door, by my room, by her door. But it's in different colors. It says, today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. The back says, if you never did, you should. And I can't read the bottom, but I'm definitely going to hang these up. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. She's amazing, you guys. She's amazing. Like, she is seriously amazing. If you have a colleague that is always like going above and beyond to make you feel better, to make seriously every single person on staff feel better, you should let me know down below. Please, I am just going to go ahead and put this all up again, and I'm gonna organize it tomorrow. I was waiting for the GCU lady to call me, but it's been half an hour since she was supposed to call me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Friday, and I am in my classroom. I have to be in the library in about 15 minutes. Last night, I took my work laptop home, and I printed off all this stuff. It's like Math Goo, I Spy Edition. What else? Oh, this. I'm super excited for this. I need to cut them and get them sent to the district office so they can get laminated before we do this. And then they have to count the base 10 blocks. The base 10 blocks. They have to count the base 10 blocks, and then they ask who has 54, and then the person that has 54 will have them like on with the base 10. So I think that'll be fun for them. Anyways, last night was horrendous. I know I keep saying like it was horrible, but no, really, last night my son was teething. I think he's getting his top molar and his bottom molar, and he was in so much pain. He was like screaming, crying till like 12, and luckily my husband was like, go get some rest, like I'll grab him, you know, I'll watch him. And he actually is the one that put him to sleep, but I could still like hear him crying from the other room, and because he took him out to the living room. So I was in the room with my daughter, and he was out in the living room with my son, but I could still hear him crying. And then I like woke up, and it was like 12, and he had just gone in bed, so he put him down next to me. And then he woke up again at 3, and then I took him out to the living room because he was like screaming. And again, my husband gets up at 5 also, because he has to be at work at 6. So I got up with him that time, and I stayed up with him till almost 4. It was like 3:45 when he fell back to sleep. So then we went back to the room, and then at 4:30 he got up again crying, and he didn't go back to sleep anymore. So I've been up since 4:30. I actually went and I stopped at Starbucks. I got my caramel macchiato, extra caramel. Then I, of course, got some for my favorite girls. I got, you could read it, and then I've always wanted to try a chai. Like, they look so good. I don't really like tea, but if any of you have ever seen a chain, I don't know if it's local, which, I mean, I don't live there, but so I'll say it. But when I go, when I travel, I go through Lake Havasu sometimes, and they have this place called the Human Bean, and I tried a chai from there, and it was so good. So now I want to try Starbucks chai, but I don't know. Maybe next time I will, because like I really liked it from the Human Bean, so I wonder if the Starbucks one is just as good. Anyways, right now I am gonna go find my girls and give them their coffee. I think I got a text from Ava saying, I have a donut for you. You're enabling me. Just kidding. But she buys donuts for the whole staff pretty much every single PD Friday. So like every first Friday of the month. And